You're gonna watch this live. Hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. If you like what you see, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on. Would really appreciate it. Watching reruns of Backlash. My
I've already proved to the world that The Rock is not in my league. The Rock is not the World Wrestling Federation champion. I am proud that you are the World Wrestling Federation champion. The Rock wants his WWF title shot. It's going to be Triple H with Vince in his corner and The Rock with Austin 360. You truly trust Stone Cold Steve Austin? My son Shane will be the special guest referee. I'm going to be on the side I've always been on, and that's mine. The only thing I've ever been good at is turning
Washington D.C. Watching some old episodes of Backlashes, guys. We are watching reruns of Backlash. So if you guys like what you see, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on.
You should be a center and just sit still. It's great to see Deborah back, and boy, she looks great. Great to see her front. From DMC. The challengers, my friends, are promptly favored to win the tag team title tonight, which speaks volumes to the respect that the tag team has earned, along with the elegantly evil Tory comes the Road Dogg and X-Pac, looking to regain tag team mode into the DX family. Come on, don't these things start on the WWAR? Look at the elegantly evil Tory. She's beautiful, look at her. Woo, baby. We're going to talk the story where I like the scene, her photo. Cut the music. Yeah. No disrespect. I think you do some mighty fine mighty work. But I'm going to take this opportunity to welcome the nation's capital to the doghouse. You see, it's me, the D-O-double-G, MP, the A, the C, the Green Machine Tory. We're in Washington, D.C., and we're about to walk out of here with the G, the O, the L, and the D, y'all. That's the goal, JR. That's the goal. And on that note, I say 2 tears in a bucket. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for ya.
He thinks you know me.
Yo, 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 yo. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having fantastic.
Tag team ever here in the history of the WWF, and I agree with you. But you know what? You gotta like the new attitude of Edge and Christian. These guys are cocky, they're arrogant. I think big things in their future too. Well, I do too. And it certainly seems that Edge and Christian are getting more confident each and every day that they hold the WWF Tag Team titles. Man, can you imagine how this place is going to erupt? Steve Austin arrives at any moment now. And it will be X-Pac and Edge kicking it off here in our first of 6 title matches here tonight at Backlash. X-Pac has had a traumatic week. Requires some personal issues with his family.
Oh, let's go, Edge. Edge and Christian versus DX back in, I think, 2000s.
Getting a rousing ovation here from this sold-out crowd. You can certainly tell here in Washington, D.C., I think these are all politicians here. They're right. It's going to be 1 minute. And they were cheering their heads off for Road Dogg and X-Pac. Now they're saying X-Pac sucks. There's a lot of politicians here tonight, from what we understand. Signed headline by Edge.
What year is this one?
Is Hillary in town? I don't know. I haven't kept up with Hillary.
Man, guys, if you like what you see, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on. Would really appreciate it. Helps the channel out a lot. I gotta do my predictions probably. I'll probably do them Saturday, so. What year did?
Second-generation star and a 6-time former tag team champion. He knows what it's like to compete in these big match environments. There's the Road Dogg. By Edge. Edge says they're called by the clothesline, and down goes the Road Dogg. And the exchange made with Edge and Christian.
This is WWE Backlash 2000.
think that would go well for Triple H tonight. And the cover, and the first near fall of the contest, and another cover, and another near fall.
Oh, excuse me.
Road Dogg knows exactly where it's at right now. Fans watching us live tonight in Bermuda, the Bahamas.
Come on, Christian. Come on, Christian. Man, Edge and Christian, one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
What we think will be a magnificent pay-per-view. Road Dogg. Oh, knows all the trips in. Christian got hung up on the top rope and then knocked down by X-Pac. Outside goes Christian, and that may not bode well. Now look at Tori. You call her evil. She's not interfering. She's not doing anything other than observing. Oh, yeah, for now. They also said she was elegantly evil, and they double team on Christian. Elegantly. That's a backhanded compliment, or it's not even a compliment at all. This could be it. On the cover. This tournament. Here's Christian that kicks out. Watch this. There's the difference right there. The experience of Road Dogg. See his neck and his shoulder snap. And those things went out of your game, and now capitalizing on that perhaps injured neck. Front face lock applied by the Road Dogg as Christian tries to fight his way over his corner, where Edge is awaiting the tag. Trying to power his way over there, and he's almost got it. Alert the tag, but wait a minute. The tag was made, but the referee did not see the tag, and you can't allow what you don't see. Referee didn't see it. Look at the double team. DX double team Christian in the DX corner, and that is
DX.
If you worry now, where is he's choking Christian. And the Bronco posted by X-Pac. X-Pac riding bareback there on Christian in the corner. Well, Edge and Christian are getting a good lesson of what it's like to be tag team champions here in the WWF. Everybody's going to
Oh, what a shot to the back of I think that's Edge or Christian. I think that's Christian.
title matches here tonight at Backlah. But those boots from Road Dogg, that'll turn your spine right into a slinky. Oh, Tori. Tori keeping an eye on the action here. Again, she is very capable of being a huge factor in this or any match that DX is involved in. And look at Christian fight back with his tag team title on the line. Oh, the boot of his own. Here we go. Left hands by the Road Dogg. Gotta watch out for that right. And the right found it smart. Set rattling knee drop by the Road Dogg. It's another cover. And what had the three if Edge had not interrupted the count, one has to assume. And look at X-Pac come in. Straight kicks nowhere but right in the face, right in the head of Christian. Fighting back up. Oh my gosh, mid-air collision there by. They both had the same idea. They did, Christian and the Road Dogg colliding in midair. But they are on opposite sides of their respective corners. Who's going to make the tag? This could be a pivotal tag in this contest. Christian and
Ooh.
Road Dogg getting some help from X-Pac.
Edge off the top rope.
Off the top, and then a cheap shot, if you will, on X-Pac. And then the cover. But this, pick up the right shoulder off the canvas. And Sonny was the Intercontinental Champion, Chris Benoit, who will meet Chris Jericho later tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. And now DX making another A very timely tag. I said it didn't work, guys. All right, wait a second. Reverse DDT. A double reverse DDT. Oh, look at Tori. Okay, do it. Just trying to get his partner to make the tag. I thought maybe his foot had gone to sleep. I don't think so. Here we go. Yeah. And there's the tag. And Jim, I think Road Dogg's the leader man, but I wouldn't want to swear to it. Oh no! Oh, what a powerbomb! Oh, two.
Ooh! What a powerbomb from Edge. On Pilly? No. Spear. Edge into the cover. He used the bell. The bell, I mean. Man, split in wide open, too. The Rock is in the building. Rikishi. What? Sky too high. Sky too high. Let me go see. I remember her back. Dean Malenko. Remember Dean back in the what is he doing wrong? He was holding the ropes. That's what he's doing wrong, Jerry the Kinlaw.
competition as we get. I'm sure you'll have some stitches tonight. Thanks to Edge and Christian in the ring bell. Scotty told me beforehand he was going to try to wrestle this entire match without losing his lid. I certainly think that Malenko's experience gives him a distinct advantage in the finisher. Oh, my. I'll have that one drop. Malenko, another second-generation star. That's Scotty too hot. Look for the cover in the early going. Hammer, why don't you cut the top out of your hat? Why would I want to do that? Well, look like Scott. Oh, there goes the lid. And Malenko looking for, oh man, what a pile dropper. Turned into an arm drag by Scotty too hotty. Now lateral press. Couldn't neutralize the leg for Scotty. You know, cut the top out of your head. That just looks silly as hell, wouldn't it? Oh, you're saying Scotty too hotty looks silly? Oh, it's good for him. Oh man, that's counter. Side headlock counter into the suplex. And it up by Scotty too hotty. See, then maybe you can do that move there. My doctor has suggested I never try the worm again. Nice reversing by Scotty too hotty, who seems to be the quicker of the two of these athletes. You did try the worm? Yeah, in the backyard. Hurt myself. What'd your worm look like? It wasn't too flattering. Heard that. Oh, nice Irish whip. Oh my God! And Malenko just countered with a hellacious clothesline, knocking down the challenger. Malenko's probably late. Boris Malenko was the innovator of the Russian chain match. I'm sure you knew that. Boris Malenko? Watch this counter. Clothesline to the face. 101. Watch right arm. That's face to the turnbuckle, 101. Malenko seems to be a little bit frustrated by the quick start of Scotty too hotty. Outstanding young competitor. Get his team partner, Grandmaster Sexay. Doing very well from his knee surgery, so he's back in action very soon. As Malenko trying to put the finishing touches here on Scotty too hotty. You know, Scotty wins this light heavyweight championship here tonight again, and I don't know, you think that could cause a little rift between him and Grandmaster Sexay? It's going to be interesting to see how Grandmaster reacts. And if that does happen, nice right hand by Scotty too hotty, and referee Johnny Joe, man, drop kick to the knee. And that was Carolyn Patel of the kneecap. Put it places that you don't want to be in. You may not can do the worm, but you can probably drop kick somebody in the knee, JR. We got to run the start on mine. Scotty's not going to be doing much running it. Look at the torque on that ankle. Malenko has been called the man of 1,000 holes. Look, we got warm signs in the audience. Well, the cover, or another pretty predicament, I should say. Certainly a good sound strategy by Malenko. If Scotty too hotty is indeed quicker than the champion, he won't be for long. 19,101 here in the arena tonight, here in Washington, D.C. A very hopeful, boisterous crowd, to say the least.
Ooh, working on the leg.
Malenko using the ring post as a tag team partner in this. There's really not much else to do in this match. How do you say that? Monuments, White House. Oh, favorite cigar store. Yeah, a lot going on in the White House. The home for wayward interns just down the street. What? Home for wayward interns. How did I miss that on my tour today? Malenko focusing on the legs of Scotty too hotty. Malenko loves to use that Texas cloverleaf submission maneuver. And Scotty too hotty, that torque on the ankle, forgetting his shoulders are on the canvas. Forget it for 3 seconds. Scotty trying to get up on one leg if he can. Oh, there's that one-legged man in a butt kicking contest. Only finished the second. Malenko's somewhat methodical. And that was very obvious. That knee running to the
Hello, like it
knee
hurts.
of Malenko with the knee joint of Scotty too hotty.
Ooh, what a submission. Some kind of submission hold right there. But guys, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on so you don't miss an action of these lives.
Using the ropes for additional leverage. Quick to hold the referee Ted Dolan. Caught Malenko in the act. Big Bad No One caught him in the act last Thursday night on SmackDown. Using the ropes. He cheated. Malenko cheated to win.
And it also helps us grow. So would really appreciate those likes, comments, subscribe to the channel, turn those notification bells on. Would mean the world to me, guys. Malenko left himself open for the insecurity, and perhaps out of desperation, Scotty Duhati scores. He shoots. He scores. Come on, Scotty. Take off your hair and get up. Scotty Duhati has not been able to capitalize on that insecurity. Well placed. Back of the head, and Scotty like right hand. And Malenko put the jab. Counters hard into the turnbuckle with Scotty Duhati, who essentially is trying to compete in this match at this point in time on one leg. Malenko won the Radicals in the last 3 months or so because they have arrived in the WWF, has made quite the impression on all of us. Oh, no, wait. Malenko again, almost a baseball slide. Again, right into the knee of Scotty Duhati. Scotty's going to take off Scotty's, where's he going to lose? Jeans? That's what I'd probably say. Pretty accurate description. They don't want to call them bridges. Oh, please. Yeah, Malenko is relentless. No wasted motion by Malenko. He doesn't go from head to knee to arm to elbow. He's right on that leg exclusively. He's the light heavyweight champion. Beautiful strategy. Back heel trick. Nice takedown. Getting toe hold. And Malenko shooting to hold. The champion rolled out. Really close. So a near fall. And Malenko again reasserts himself. Again with a clothesline. Fans around the world in England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Liechtenstein. That's one of my favorite countries, Liechtenstein. And how about Luxembourg? I like Liechtenstein. He said, I like Liechtenstein.
We'll see backlash. And whether you like the guy or not, Malenko's strategy is continue to focus on the left knee of Scotty Duhati. And Malenko, no! Driving not only Scotty Duhati, but himself right outside the ring. Malenko took a calculated risk there that may not have paid off. I don't know about that strategy. To them, it would have been okay, but that was my question. Malenko doesn't care to win this match by countout. He just wants to retain the WWF Light Heavyweight title.
Ooh.
And Malenko getting up close and personal with the ring apron there. I wonder what that tastes like. Scotty Duhati now has an opportunity. The door of opportunity is barely open. Where you going, Scotty? Stretch your legs. Scotty has got himself in a bad place up there on the third floor. And Malenko looking for a superplex. Malenko scored for the superplex. Taking something out of the champion as well. And referee Jack Doe's got a 10 count to work with here. Again, at the match ends in the count out. For disqualification, Malenko retains the title. And Malenko's trying to shake it loose to get back to the game. Still down at the count of 6. Scotty, get up. Speaking of the game, we got to wonder what's going through the game. Triple H's mind right now, knowing that we expect the arrival of Stone Cold at any moment. As Scotty too hotty. Backside. He's got a long 2 count. And Melinda, inside cradle. Wow, beautiful counter to the attempted Texas Cloverleaf. Oh, man, he's starting to first with Scotty too hotty. And look at Scotty. Uses right hands effectively there. He sort of countered that intended suplex. He did. And Malenko back up. Ray Pugnacious is the light heavyweight champion. Bulldog. Scotty too hotty. You know what's coming now. Oh, yeah. Let's see it. Yeah, you're right.
The worm.
Johnny scores with his worm. Oh, and Malenko Scotty coming in. He's got hey, wait a minute. Referee Jack Dole caught Malenko this time, but not another repeat of SmackDown.
He tried to cheat again.
Trying to take a shortcut to the officiating there. Scotty too high, going behind Malenko. Malenko looking. Into a powerbomb. That should be all. No, Scotty too high. Don't let her stay down. Malenko, get him in. You gotta have the Scotty too high. This guy's got a lot of guts. He wants that light heavyweight title back. Outstanding wins.
Mm. It is a good show so far.
Scotty too high uses his own momentum use against him to hang him on that top rope like a guillotine. Malenko now. What's he doing? Now he left those ropes. Malenko up on. Malenko may have just been a huge mistake. Like leading his ground attack and going to the top. I think Scotty wants to try a superplex on his own. Yes! Scotty too hotty. It's all or nothing here.
Ooh!
Scotty too hotty through.
Damn, he caught him with a DT from the top rope. I don't know how he countered that, but he did.
Now, Patterson, if you and Briscoe are truly back with us, are you? We are. There's no problem, sir. One hell of a way. 100%. Check this out. Right? Blow the dust off of that. There you go. Now, let me tell you this. If you're really back with us, then tonight, it's all hands on deck. No matter what. You got it. And make myself very clear. You got it. You got it. Don't worry about it. All hands on deck. You got it. Somewhat of an ominous all hands on deck with Patterson and Briscoe back with McMahon. Back with Triple H. All hands on deck.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 631 pounds, Cole Buchanan and the Big Bookman.
Well, we are again awaiting the arrival of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who normally is the first guy into the arena, but today has not seen Stone Cold. I talked to him yesterday. He was not even arrived here yet. No, I want to make one of those grand entrances. Come in. One of the most physically intense teams in the WWF about to get it on. I expect a slobber knocker.
Wonder who. APA John Bradshaw and Furu.
Against the big boss man and Bull Buchanan. Jerry, we got to be ready at all times. This could spill out right over here in front of us any minute. And I'd hate to have to protect you from acting like a sex man. Oh, but I know you would, wouldn't you? Sure. Yeah.
Oh, what's up? What's up? I couldn't sleep, so I said, what the heck? Let's do some on Backlash 2000. Ooh. Oh, what a clothesline. But what's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
You said this wasn't going to be much of a wrestling match. These guys are pressing me with their moves. I didn't think it was going to be. I just thought it'd be a barroom brawl. I'm sure it'll degenerate into that. Hard right hands by Farouk on Bull Buchanan. His mama named him Barry. His buddies call him Bull. So what do you get to call him? Mr. Buchanan. That's what I call him. Look at that. Straight athleticism by Bull. Oh, and here comes the veteran, the big boss man. Farouk.
Oh, Ron Simmons, Farouk, the greatest tag team in the history back in the day of John Bradshaw, Field, and Farouk. Big boss man. Damn. A cannon.
And the boss man knocked outside again. This time landed on his feet. Just kicked on the face by Farouk. Needs some help, I think.
It's gone where we're just wrapped up, ready to view with a couple bodies on. 2 minutes so outside of that main event, the show was not good. Now just getting some late night work done before I call it night. Yeah, I have to watch most of the AEW. I haven't really caught up. I was gonna watch it later.
Somewhat rested. Bull Buchanan back in. 6'8", just over 300 pounds in this youngster. I don't think Bull needs rest.
And sometimes AEW can be good, sometimes not.
Intimidating boss man and Bull. This is what they used to do to people that violated probation. That just goes to prove that you don't break the law, you don't have to encounter people like this. Stay out of trouble and you stay out of harm's way. That's all they pick a tag. And there's a Bradshaw. And this is the second time tonight we have seen these tags made. The referee didn't see them. And the referee, the only call that he can make, he can allow the tag and you don't see it. But in the meantime, Farouk is getting assaulted. Well, referee Teddy Long is certainly trying to use his voice of authority in there. Close line, cover, and Bradshaw made sure we didn't get the break. We have battles galore on the line tonight, but nothing bigger than the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Well, I know whoever wins this tag match right here would love to get a shot at Edge and Christian. But the same can be said for the Dudleys and TNA, who will meet later tonight. Well, that's true too. There's some great tag teams in the WWF right now. You know, you just look at these two teams, you say these are got to be the two top tag teams, but then you think about the Dudleys and Edge and Christian, Hardy's, Road Dogg and X-Pac. Oh. They're in the middle of the tag. Bradshaw in. If the ref saw that one. First elbow by Bradshaw, who's was about 6'7", 290 himself. Chipping by a big man. The boss man in, right hand to the temple. And here comes Farouk. Knocking the boss man outside. Team with the bull and Bradshaw together. Nice DDT by Bradshaw, King. Yeah, as I said, Bradshaw, he's used some moves tonight that's been really impressive. What's he going to do now, though? Bradshaw, a huge man up on top. And wait a minute. Bossman got that point. Bossman restraining Bradshaw. Oh, look at Bull. Wow! There's a suplex from at the top. Almost breaking Bradshaw in hand. There's a cover. That should be. And Bradshaw coming kicked out over the side. It's almost like his shoulders were off the canvas. Watch yourself out there. The Bossman fighting on the outside. Nobody there for by Bradshaw. Looking for the cover. And the Bossman in.
Holy crap.
And Farouk right behind the Bossman. The Bossman spent more time outside the ring than he has inside the ring.
Ain't kidding.
The Bossman using a nightstick. Just turned the lights out on Farouk. I don't think the ref saw that either. Bossman's got that nightstick. Oh, and he just hit Bradshaw in the face with a nightstick. Bradshaw, oh my God, wow, what a move by Bull Buchanan. The nightstick, the leg drop, the 3 count. Took the leg drop off the top rope.
And the big Bossman.
A 6'8", 300-pounder, Bull Buchanan with a scissors kick up the top after the Bossman had nailed Bradshaw with that nightstick. So Buchanan and the Bossman win this matchup. Uh-oh.
Look, Jeff, even though we're brothers, it's going to be a while for them, and we might have to square off against each other. I mean, we'll work together as long as we can, but if it comes down to me and you versus Crash for the hardcore title, well, I'm not holding anything back.
I guess not, man. You damn near broke my jaw last week. Don't expect me to hold back either.
It's not like it's the first time it's all.
I guess we have an understanding.
Thanks.
Correct. Look, even though we're cousins, I'm gonna enjoy beating your ass all over this arena tonight.
Because why's it gotta be like that? Look, I know it's every man for himself, but why don't we work together as a team? You know, get rid of everyone in the ring, and if it comes down to me and you, make the best man win.
What the hell are you thinking? Best man win.
Can you imagine this place going to feel like when Stone Cold finally gets here tonight?
Yeah, well, why is he not here? Come on, Stone Cold. Everybody's ready. 19,000 people. Make your grand entrance.
Well, you
Are you marching to that?
oh, hell no.
The following big man match is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Championship. Introducing first,
Matt Harvey defending against his brother Jim. An amazing display last Thursday night in the 24/7 rule. Effect. Time to finish 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think, unlike WrestleMania, where there are 11 hardcore title changes, this match ends tonight when someone defeats Crash or when Crash defeats one of his 5 challengers. And this ought to be great, JR. Oh. The former ECW our champion, rather. I think that's whether he's fans on this publication, pinballs down anywhere. And unlike the recent Detroit Tigers Chicago White Sox baseball brawl, no one's going to be suspended for this match for unnecessary roughness or fine. Baseball players can't fine anyway. No, oh, yeah, they ship smash each other. I'll tell you what, anytime you see the Hardys, you know a match is going to be more dangerous than Halle Berry's driving. So you go, 6 men in this match, 4 are former hardcore champions. Well, he has put together in great shape his hardcore Holly. There's this little cousin, Elroy, on his trash. Oh, boy. Did you see the way hardcore slapped Elroy in the back of the head? Yeah, Dollar Cheater can hear that. In your latest. Anywhere. Look at Trash. He's empty. This 24/7 thing is really taking its toll on Trash. One of the Radicals, Henry Saturn. Remember the match will end when someone pins Crash, or Crash pins one of his 5 adversaries here. It's like a mini battle royal. Nice throw by Terry Saturn on Crash Holly. Crash Holly, big bullseye on his chest. Hardcore title, the only time the WWF defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Power bomb by Hardcore Holly, and Matt Hardy interrupted that pinning predicament. We may see a lot of that. Yeah, you got that right. There it is again. Everybody's fire out at each other here on the outside. There's Templar covered and Taz in the interruption. That's Taz, the former ECW heavyweight champion. Pick the goal home with it. People suplex by Taz, and then saved by Saturn. Saturn and Taz have had quite the history in their career. Where's this one? Oh, look at that. No count outs, no disqualifications.
I'm going to do a 2D impersonation tonight. I don't think it's going to work at all.
Wait a minute. That superstructure there, the backlah superstructure, I don't think is.
What are you doing?
These guys are putting themselves at risk here. If that thing falls, we got big problems.
I think we got big problems anyway. I'm not worried about that thing fall. I'm worried about the Elroy falls and crash.
Oh, right the balls, man. Crash hanging upside down in a very precarious position. And they jump down off that superstructure. And look at this. Oh, my God. I'll tell you what, these Hardys are amazing.
That Hardy just got him on his thing.
We're Hardy now winning away. And Matt Hardy, but remember the object is to beat Crash.
What is that superstar?
Wait a minute. What's Jeff Hardy doing? Oh, Jeff Hardy. Someone compared him to But Shawn Michaels with this tremendous athletic ability. And here comes Matt Hardy, bringing Crash back to the ring. Matt Hardy, with his career in his own hands here. He must be 15 or 20 feet up in the air there. Double team on the Hardys. Taz. Let Trash can land. The human wrecking machine trying to wreck the Hardy team. Being hardcore champ. Right away, Jermon. I'll tell you. The Hardcore Holly's got a 2x4. The Hardys double team and Taz. Hardcore Holly he just knocked the fire out of his cousin Crash with a 2x4, and now Matt Hardy, or Jeff rather, has a steel chair. Look at this! And Taz clothesline, Jeff right back on that steel chair. Shatter with a 2x4, knocking down Taz. With a submission move by Taz. Almost a version of an abdominal stretch. No, that's Saturn. Or 7, I mean. Oh, I've already nailed it. Hardcore. Taz taking care of Saturn. Yeah, that was Taz. I got it. It's actually here. It's hard to keep up with all these guys. What Hardcore? Wow. That face just going to let him fix. Steel and skin. Where's Jeff Hardy? He's here somewhere. Oh, Lord, what a clothesline. And the cover. Ties up the clothesline. Matt Hardy trying to get the cover. Here comes Hardcore. Hardcore Holly's got some kind of street sign or something there. You know that Matt Hardy? Gymnastics. Wow. Trying to get his to no avail. Hardcore trying to cover. Interrupted by Saturn. And won the Hardcore title there for a short period when his brother Jeff delivered the goods. Certainly did. Oh. That's getting kicked by Saturn. At the top. Hardcore says, not today. That title's going to be mine. Elroy. Elroy Crash Holly on the outside. But he won't rest long. Unbelievable. What's it? Oh, coming all the way from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn. There's right hands of Taz. There's Jeff Hardy back, I don't know where. Not sure if he'll go to cover. Ball's done anywhere. Look at this. Jeff picked right up where Matt left off. I don't know. Crash, let's give him the belt. Hell, right. Suplex. And yes, another interruption. Oh! Saturn right hand off the apron. Oh, now they're triple teaming. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of tough guys here, but I don't know if anybody quite frankly any tougher than Crash Holly. How he has survived and is surviving is a minor miracle. The Holly family's tough. Drop kick by Crash. His body's got to be a rack with pain. Cover, but not much of one. Saturn now gets his shot at it. Oh, sunset flip. Oh, Taz. The foot right to the face of a Crash. And good Lord, look at that. An extension cord. Don't plug it in. These guys, they got almost have to eliminate each other before nobody's going to let Crash get pinned here. Good Lord. Well, Hardy's got tattooed by Taz. And again, Crash has spent more time with canvas than Rembrandt. Oh. Look at Jeff Hardy, he's still out. He's taking a little siesta over there. An unwilling siesta. Oh, Crash. Cousin Bob. Oh, suplex. suplex on Hardcore Holly. Now there's a cover. That could be. I thought there was enough isolation there, at least for the 3 count, but it was not to be. I get the distinct feeling that Saturn and Taz don't like each other.
Oh, do not try this at home.
Those kicks right to the heart. This match is right down Taz's alley.
That's right. That's where he lives, in the alley.
Not anymore. Suplex, cover, interruption. How many times have we said that? More cookware. Whoa. This ain't exactly what you see with Emerald Lagasse. Team Network. Jeff Hardy with a unique leg drop. Cover and Jeff's brother Matt interrupted that one. Hardcore Holly comes back with a foot to the face of Matt Hardy.
Here comes that extension cord. Oh.
As now tucking Matt.
Matt's getting wired.
Got slammed in the corner. There's Jeff. Forward. And that would have been enough, no doubt about it, for Hardcore Holly. And then over the top again comes Terry Saturn. And Hardcore and Taz both making sure Saturn did not get the 3.
This match may be like the presidential campaign. It may go to November.
As now, choking, while Hardcore's got his cousin with a suplex. And they're both been covering. That ain't gonna crash. Yeah, we're not gonna have co-champions, I can tell you. At least I don't think we will.
Crash is just about history's limp.
Oh, man. What a suplex that was. Almost a late Dick Murdoch in a brainbuster. Hardcore Holly now bringing a steel chair in the ring.
Chair. Nothing wrong with that. Hardcore match.
No disqualifications. You're right about that, King.
Oh, cousin. No. Have a seat.
This ain't no family reunion, I'll tell you. Let's go, deal. I had no doubt would have been all. What a pop for the ladder. The ladder gets a pop. The Hardys up the ladder.
Everybody know what the Hardys do with ladders.
Hardcore Holly just ate some ladder.
Oh, look at this.
Saturn and Taz knocked down. Folks at Home Depot must be very proud tonight. Uh-oh, there's a double tap.
Hi, Perry. What's going on? We got Perry Saturn draped across our announce table here.
Oh! The Hardys are starting to eliminate their adversaries, but they're not eliminating each other.
Oh, no. The ladder is set up.
What's Jeff Hardy going to do? The risk takers are the Hardys. Is he a young Shawn Michaels? Is that what Jeff Hardy's doing here? He's lifting the weight by a minute. Oh my God! The Stone Cold Gun from the top. Look at that! And men trying to get Jeff's cover. The Hardys are fighting each other here. It's every man for himself in this hardcore mix-up. The shades of the media. Taz does eliminate both parties from the thunderous double clothesline. Uh-oh. Look at Taz Nixon. He's getting up there. Taz Nixon. A fan to the feet. Look, not stop. Stop that, Taz. What a shot to the head by Saturn. Saturn's coming to the back door.
Got him. No. Going out the back door.
Hardcore Holly just pulled Saturn outside the ring. Man, Jeff Hardy. Oh, the Hardys eliminating Taz and Saturn. Hardcore Holly is Saturn. It's Taz to the ring. Taz is thrown down. Let's see what they're really doing.
Stop the madness. Broke
broken bodies, broken signs. And somehow, someway, Crash Holly has prevailed. The little son of a gun, the Houdini of Part 4, has done it. What a match! I don't know how he does it. He has to run it back to him if I could. This is amazing.
Federation title match between Triple H and The Rock. Now, you'll forgive me if I'm too blunt here, but it appears that you have a conflict of interest. I mean, your brother-in-law, Triple H, is in the contest, and your father, Vince McMahon, is in his corner.
First of all, I appreciate the opportunity that my father has given me, and he has that much trust in me, that much confidence of my refereeing ability. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. I do plan on being impartial, because you have two thoroughbreds in there. You have Triple H and The Rock. This is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, and I truly feel that I am the man for the job to call this thing right down the middle. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go get ready for my duties. We're up pretty soon. Thank you very much.
Well, I'll be the fair and impartial. I believe when I see it, but during momentarily, ladies and gentlemen, the 7'2", 500-pound Big Show will take on the 1996 Olympic gold medal winner, Kurt Angle. And these two very unique young athletes have developed quite the rivalry.
I think it's time for the Big Show. Let's go Hollywood, man. I'm going to cut loose. I'm going to cut a rug. I'm going to have some fun because you know what? I'm going to be a superstar.
Hollywood, they are.
I feel like dancing. Ladies, what would you say to wearing gold around your waist today? World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships. We've already got a partner handpicked just for you.
The Big Show. I have the one partner guaranteed to bring home the tag team titles. The Big Show. Big Show's trying to kill it. What's he trying to be? I think Kurt's as confused as we are.
Don't you see, you wee fairy? I'm trying to have a little bit of fun.
I don't think Kurt Angle liked the fact that the Big Show was having fun. Big Show. You don't make the big man angry. He has an A to Z personality. One day he's a fun-loving guy. The next minute, he's all business. It's the Big Show. I feel sorry for the Big Show. The Big Show is a big ass. It's a big ass. And he lets all that talent go to waste. That's why in Backlash, I'm not only going to beat the Big Show, I'm going to beat some snakes. It's true. It's true. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. He won a gold medal in 1996 Olympics in freestyle wrestling with that man from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Kurt Angle. For me to be in Washington, D.C. Got that right. You know, your Olympic heroes and this nation's capital have a lot in common. For instance, like George Washington, I cannot tell a lie. The Big Show is a giant waste of talent. Like Abraham Lincoln, I'm honest almost to a fault. If the Big Show had my 3 eyes, then maybe he wouldn't be such a big disappointment. And like Marion Barry, actually I'm nothing like Marion Barry, and you people ought to be ashamed of yourselves for re-electing that guy. It's true. Shame on all of you. It's true. But that's what's wrong with America today. We're liars. We're cheaters. I mean, look at our president. Uh-oh. That's where I come in. That's where your Olympic hero steps in. Good. I mean, let's be honest. I might be the only hero that all of you have left. And that, my friends, is true. It's true. Okay, well, based on size alone, Angle should not win this matchup. A modern-day David versus Goliath story unfolding here, and you got to wonder what kind of Big Show we're going to get. That's not Big Show.
He said, for the love of Hawk, it's Hawk Mitchell.
So how it's a burn here. The Schuster, he's not serious at all right now. And that just eats Kurt Angle alive.
Well, you know something Kurt Angle do? You run around talking a lot of trash, man, about what you're gonna do when you're a real hero. Let me tell you something, brother. I've been to the top of the mountain. I walked in the valley of the shadow of death, dude. I've got the largest pythons in the world, brother. So what you gonna do when the Schuster goes wild on you?
That's right, brother. And Kurt Angle, trying to get all up in the Schuster here. Oh, he's homicide. He'll hold up on you. He'll know something. Look right here by the Schuster. And Angle doesn't want to get into a fisticuff situation here with a set-up. That's gonna be all. Nobody ever does that, do they? Angle of 196 pounds won the NCAA heavyweight title. The smallest man ever to do it. No. So he knows, oh man, what a move there. Angle, use that quickness. Wait a minute, Kurt, let me advise you something. I think he's just been having fun up to now. You don't want to make him angry. At Clarion University, Angle won 2 NCAA titles as a heavyweight. Won at 196 pounds, the smallest man in NCAA history ever to do that. So to say that Angle doesn't know how to compete against big guys would certainly be wrong. The Olympian, then they go medal winner. Marion. What? I don't know. Well, the Schuster's in trouble. The big blow and the leg drop on this occasion didn't work. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Listen to this. More people are taking than having years. With 19,000 whoa. I knew it. I think the recording games are over. One time is over. One time, my God. He's 7-2 and 5. Oh, that big son of a gun has turned it on here. Angle have things going for a few moments. That is like an oak tree smacking you in the face. If the look drop don't work, the choke slam will. And the Kurt Angle just got drilled on the big show and that choke slam. He wants to hit him down. But you don't want to piss him off. These people, they like it. They really do. Man, he is one big monster. Love him or hate him, he is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of love and hate, what is it with Trish and Bubba Dolly King? It's love. Are you sure? I'm positive. Absolutely. Sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, He's done this to Terry Reynolds. He's done it to Mae Young. He's done it to Lita. Bubba Ray Dudley. Power Holding women through tables. Bubba Ray Dudley. Sending a message. I think you get that in mind to do the Chris Jericho backlash.
Bubba Ray, there is something about tables that just drives me crazy. And lying on these tables gets me so excited. But it's just not the same without you, Bubba Ray Dudley.
I don't get it. I can't figure out what is Trish doing. She's taunting Bubba Ray. You think for 1 minute that Bubba Ray would rather put Trish through a table than put her on one? Bubba Ray's got Trish Stratus. He got her. Bubba's been dying to put Trish Stratus through a table. She's got to be scared to death. Wait, look at this. What is she doing? She's kissing Bubba. She's putting a lip lock on Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba's in one of those orgasmic trances or something. I can almost assure you that Bubba Ray is really smitten with Trish. Well, maybe Bubba Ray's smitten with Trish, but I'm not buying into the fact that Trish is smitten with Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray Dudley is Trish. Maybe I'm wrong. Bubba Ray's been trying to do this for Ray King. No, don't do that. Here she goes. Trish is kissing Bubba Ray King. Testing Albert coming to the aid of Trish Stratus. And look at Bubba Ray. Then that trans again. He's mesmerized. Oh, no. He's over the top.
Trish, the world wants to know, how do you really feel about Bubba Ray Dudley?
You know, Mikey, Bubba's a passionate man. He's a man that's not afraid to express his true emotions, and I like that. You know, Michael, most men around me, they just bottle up all that frustration and that tension, and then they go home and one day they just explode. But Bubba's special. Bubba's different. In a few moments, Bubba's gonna find out exactly how I feel.
Come on, let's go, man. Come on, it's time. Let's go. Bubba, what the? Oh, man. Come on, man. No, Bubba, stop it, man. I've had about enough of this. I can't believe that you insist on letting this bleach blonde bimbo get in our business. What's the matter with you, man? Put your arm down. You're pissing me off. Now let's go. Let's take the business back. So let the Dudley boys do it the most righteous way. It's time to testify. Let's go. Now.
Indeed, it is time to testify and simulate the arrival
Bubba Ray Dudley. What was he doing with Trish?
You're so hip. For the awesome Dudleys to overcome the hungry duo of TNA. Boy, and Devon is really frustrated. He's been trying to tell Bubba Ray that Trish is out of his league. That means he's tonight. He's lost her, JR. She planted that lip lock. She played contra hockey with Bubba Ray, and that was it. All I know is that Trish is becoming more famous than Cindy Crawford's mole. That's a stick to the left bit. Quite a swing she got there, too. He is Trish, the leader of TNA, Tess and Albert. Eyes fixed on Trish. He is thinking wood. Right. I'm thinking wood myself. And the Dudleys, an awesome combination. They lost the tag team titles at WrestleMania and have entered all of this trouble. Bubba chasing Trish. He just wants a kiss. You're right, dude. Oh my God, man. Bubba's almost taken out of his boots there by Test. And it's Albert and Devon Dudley. This is our fans know. Keeping score on, Bubba and Devon are half brothers. Right. They allegedly have the same father. And I think another brother named Bubba. It's a real weird family. No. Get out. I'm serious. Albert trying to hold on to that rope and does. He entered us 350 pounds. Oh, man. He's not wasting any time here. We'll pick out. It's indeed. Albert, 6'7", 350. And there's the tag to Bubba Ray Dudley. Boom. Bubba Ray, the well-placed right hand. You don't think it's really change here. It's really not like Stone Cold to be this late. Well, have you checked? Are you certain he's not here yet? I was told a few moments ago that he has not arrived. You know what I'm thinking? What? Maybe he's thought about it. Maybe you heard what Vince said earlier. Maybe Stone Cold don't have like grapefruits to show up. Oh, you gotta be kidding. The governor's called Chris a witch or something else. Not a real show of affection. That's from the hills of Arkansas, but you never know. Right. One elbow by Bubba Dudley. And Albert down, but he gets the shoulder up. These Dudleys are one of the most awesome teams to ever compete here in the WWF. And they have not gotten a rematch since losing the tag team titles. At WrestleMania, there's two teams in a rematch. It's not easy to talk to the Dudleys, but I did have a word earlier today with Devon, and he's really concerned about this situation. I told him, like you said, they got a chance to be the most awesome team ever here in the WWF, but he's worried about what page Bubba Ray's on, or this Trish, or what book he's reading, or what pictures he's looking at. Don't talk about books, he'll put you through the table of contents. Double team suplex on Albert. Oh boy, what's coming up here? What's coming down? Dudley's unique version of birth control. Be careful, Trish, they'll try that on you. Devon just testified. Trish, I can assure you Devon wouldn't hesitate for 1 second to put you through a table. Feel like you're out coming. Devon not afraid of the shoulder. Now, you gotta admit now, if Trish was to plant those big, luscious, lovely lips on you, it might change your life too. Yeah, a lot of things have changed. My address, I think my marital status, you might experience personal growth. Nice double team. Oh, TNA. Nice offense by TNA. Young team here. Cover. Boom. Jim Cordero's got a near fall out of that one. I guess that hamburger always go down to Memphis and you can. Yeah, come on down. Hang out the garage. There you go. Nice look by Devon Dudley. After Tess missed the clothesline, Tess went to sort of the canvas quickly there. Both these teams obviously would like the opportunity. I mean, Edge and Christian to tag titles. Oh, watch yourself there. Albert just got hung. Oh, got Prince into the power bomb. He's a man. No got covered, so that's the crowd about it. Right. Crowd's not going to help him pin him their test. Take any Billy Dudleys any second chances. They have proven they can take a lot of punishment. And dish it out. Oh, look at that. Seeing an aggressive side tonight, need more aggressiveness than we have seen from Tessa now. I think that physicality, that newfound physicality is a result of being with Trish. Oh, man. I'd like to get physical with Trish. Around the world, no doubt about that. I'm sure you would. Recover the Devon, barely able to get his shoulders up. This whole night's been physical so far. Right a minute, thus far. Look at the ready. Devon fighting back. Contact was made. Albert got the tag. Albert got the power slam. Look at this! Oh, nice teamwork. That could be all right there. And Bubba Ray. They want to interrupt the count. He's got to do some serious crap. Several tags already by TNA. Testing out. This is this crowd. They want one. Of 19,101. They're chanting for a table. They're chanting for an inanimate object. When I saw Trish professing her love for tables, I went out and bought some myself. I got a new coffee table. Got a couple of end tables. Come on, right. Full crawl to that. Just cat runner Bubba for the tag. He's certainly table quality. Here we go. There's a tag. Third time tonight we've had a tag. The referee hasn't seen. We took these officials to be aware of that. There's a lot going on in there, JR. That's Albert. Plus, Trish on the outside. That's Albert came out and seemingly has the fan favorite. I think the tide has kind of turned. I think these fans are somewhat pro-Dudleys right now. I'm pro-Trish. If I was refereeing this match, I'd never take my eyes off Trish. You never know what she'd do. Capable of anything. Oh, brought in by former University of Pittsburgh offensive lineman Albert. I think Trish might have the hots for you. She could wear a cowboy hat like yours. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, boy. This ain't going to be good no matter what happens. Oh, Lord. Well, then they kind of pulled into the second rope. Sore throat, anyone? And they covered. And Bubba made sure to trade it to go down. Look at Albert. He just manhandled Devon. Turned Devon right off the canvas. Made the tag a test. Wow. Lots of impact. Lots of impact there. Hey, kick out. Bubba here, Bubba screaming at Devon to kick out. Very offensive language by TNA. Yeah, cut him out. You don't think Trish talks like that, do you? I have no idea. Oh, God. Sometimes good. Well, that's a long two count. I'm sure your love her to talk dirty to you. Oh, baby. You know the facts. Powerbomb. Look out. Any predicament there? You know what Trish thinks about that? These people are saying we want to kill them. They want a car wreck. That's what I scream when I go to the races. More trash talking. Uh-oh. And too much. I think Albert got his attitude changed. Devon. Oh my gosh. Suplex. Devon, come on. Suplex to shore tonight off that rope. Not kidding. Bubba Ray wants in. These people want wood. Bubba Ray wants come on. And the king wants Trish to talk dirty to him. Oh, yeah. And for the time, here comes Bubba Ray. Look at Bubba. Wild out and crazy. No, he leaving too. Bubba Ray. Boom, small drop. Bubba got the leg up. Also got kicked in the face by Albert. Trish can't believe it. Wow, look at that power on the top. 3D! 3D! But then they score with a 3D!
What was that referee waiting for? A freaking 10 count?
Ain't nobody gonna kick out of the 3D! Leave on the outside. Power bomb by Albert. Test going up on top. Here comes Devon back in. Look at Test! Test couldn't connect with the elbow. Bubba Ray's with the leg hook. And Test kicked out.
I don't know how that happened.
Shame on me. Oh, man, again. Albert's out. One more turn. But that was called for 3D. Trish in the shot. Trish has got both of the tackle. Baby, mine too. Trish is shaking her running man. A kick to the face. A distraction. A cover. A three. Tina Dunny with the upset. Show me the A. Show me the A. Uh-oh. Yeah. On that breakdown. On Test. Oh, no. Yeah. Bubba's got Bubba Ray. Has got Trish by the hair. 3D. All over. Get out of there, Trish. Save yourself. Trish is gonna get on the hell off. She didn't make it.
Uh-oh.
Start kissing. Keep everybody inside. Slow the time. Do anything. Look at Bubba. Look at Bubba's face. Oh, Trish. Oh, no. Bubba's getting wood. Look at these sick people here watching it. They want a train wreck. The fans want a car wreck. They want a table. And they want Trish at the table. Devon has got the table. TNA on the outside cannot help Trish. I don't think anything can work. Hey, wait a minute. I think I see Tom. I know I do. And then Bubba. Oh, Bubba's. That didn't. Oh, no. No, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. Bubba's at the head of the Tonto hockey. He needed more. She wanted to play Tonto hockey. It's going to shoot, and he will score. For the love of God, Trish just exploded in that table.
Damn. He just found out Trish Stratus for the damn table. With no questions about it. He said, give him a cigarette.
Achieved the orgasmic nature of this search.
Oh, damn.
The activity with the 3D. Wow. Trish trying to bar her way out of this thing with watching it use her womanly ways. Well, it was a desperate measure. It was a last resort. She did her best. And I think she thought she got away with it. Right? No, Bubba said no. And then this is the impact. Young woman's body.
I loved Bully way back in the day where he would just powerbomb you without questions.
Tending to Trish Stratus here after being driven aggressively, to say the very least, to that table. And Albert and Tess. Well, what must they feel like? They know that, I mean, they got to feel like they let her down. No, you need one of your nurses. She's, Chris is not in a, this doesn't look good, quite honestly. That's an hour. Everybody's keeping score. They won the match. The ring is a mess. Looks like we just had another hardcore match.
Ain't kidding.
Where do you think they're going to take her? Can we get an address? I'll be there as soon as the show's over. Watch this, JR. Oh, man. Well, there ain't no way to land there that feels good.
Damn.
For a comeback, for a table dance. I'm not even dressed for a table dance. I'm going to go through a table.
She did go through a table. I know that.
Try to give you an update on Trish Stratus. If we are able to get, obviously, she's going to have some extensive medical care, one would assume here. Officials, Sergeant Slaughter, and the EMTs.
Just don't move. This is okay, baby. Come on. Let's get some attention. Who's going with me? Who's going with me? Let's go. Come on, guys, get some help, man. Let's go.
Tess and Albert coming Trish out of here in the ambulance. Hey, wait, what's this? What is this? Look, vehicle. Oh, look what
I'm gonna get ready right now. Don't get out there right now. You're gonna forfeit your title. What? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. If they want us up there, we're gonna go in style. What do you think?
Well, Eddie Guerrero and Mamacita fresh from the prom are running a little bit late. The European title match is scheduled for, as a matter of fact, scheduled for right now. Everybody's late tonight. You're right. They're scheduled for now. These guys, they're just ready for the prom. Stone Cold is not on any prom. Stone Cold's not here. Yes. But, let's get ready to the arena. And that is on Hot 57 shipping. And that is one Hot Mamacita. I can't wait to see her prom down. You think China was a queen of prom? Oh, without a doubt. If she wasn't, who would even run against her? Yeah. She wasn't. She probably took slam whoever lost. I know they were one of the cutest couple.
Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Yeah, I'm just looking at the
Hispanic relation about a decade. What are you talking about? You talk about that all the time. And you have health matters in your Latino heat. Latino heat. Hey, look. Have you ever had a change in the trunk of your car? Oh, I forgot. People from Oklahoma. Eddie Guerrero is getting somewhat ready for combat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show you up front. Eddie Guerrero and Nessa Rios together as they prepare to meet for the European title. We have a new European champion. It's Eddie Guerrero.
I've been really wanting to why you did what you did, mommy.
I really couldn't resist your Latino heat.
Mamacita. You want some Latino heat?
Latino heat representing China. Oh, a bouquet of flowers. Function of the gorgeous. Okay, Sonny, a big day for this couple. It's Eddie's prom. You know, he just passed his GED.
We're gonna stare at the dance floor. Sunday night seeing you at the prom. Mommy.
Mamacita. You look beautiful.
Reigning European champion will be with S.A. Rios.
This could be quite a team. S.A. Rios and Eddie Guerrero, Latino heat.
And look at this fire.
Listen up, Lita. You're lucky that Eddie's in a good mood tonight because he's going to give you and SA a chance to team up with us again. Listen up. You do not screw up again. You got that?
Eddie Guerrero and Bubba Ray going at it. What's Lita doing up there? Look at Lita. No, Lita just wiped out Eddie Guerrero. The ninth wonder of the world has a bad look on her face. Hey, China just tossed Lita to the wolves.
S.A. Rios and Lita.
So Eddie's going to a prom and battle on SA.
There's going to be some hell to pay this Sunday at Backlash. Well, Eddie Guerrero in his tuxedo pants. His 57 Chevy has been moved. That's with the arrival of the Challenger.
They got Mama Rita. How hot is China tonight?
He's absolutely ravishing in that red dress.
And he's still got his cummerbund on.
The bowling contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation European Championship. Introducing the challenger, being accompanied by Lita from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 217 pounds, S.A. Rios.
I like Lita too.
No.
Oh yeah.
What do you like about her most, King? That little shoulder tattoo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that little top she wears. Nothing shows off a nice shoulder tattoo like a halter.
I've said that for years.
It's centerfold quality senorita.
Lita's, Eddie's got his bow tie on still.
Lita, she's a little apprehensive.
I can imagine so. Looking across the ring in the ninth corner of the world, it could be very intimidating. Look at Eddie Guerrero drop kicking S.A. Rios. Someone might want to notify National Airport here early, Ronald Reagan Airport. That this one could be a somewhat of a high-flying affair between opportunity for S.A. Rios to really rise to another level in this European title matchup.
I think that Eddie Guerrero, Latino heat, is whoa, look at that. I think he's made a fashion faux pas. He's wearing white socks with his tuxedo.
Beautiful tug-of-war backbreaker by Eddie Guerrero. Oh, Eddie Guerrero, another second-generation star. There's a real outstanding wrestling family in Fort Town. There's never been anyone in the WWF like China. Never. People unlock Lita is given the opportunity here tonight.
She's now head over heels for Latino heat, huh?
When are you working on your Hispanic accent? Who do you think you are?
You never know when you might have to take a trip to Tijuana.
It's stupid.
What do you mean? It's so silly. Boy, you're doing a lot for international relations here in Washington.
Oh, nice on hard track takedown by S.A. Rios on Eddie Guerrero, who is the European champion, by the way.
They love him over in Lipton tonight.
Well, Eddie Guerrero will be in the UK. So will he be there with the European title? That's a big question here. Oh, Eddie Guerrero. He sidestepped S.A. Rios, get the European champion, Eddie Guerrero. And S.A. got very personal with the man on the outside.
I'm going to start working on my Liechtenstein accent.
Head first, S.A. Reels into the steps of steel. And Eddie Guerrero in firm control now. He is in the driver's seat. He is wearing the pants in this matchup.
Yeah, I think he wears the pants in the relationship, but
I don't know.
Mamacita tells me what pair to wear.
I think he may have a point.
But you gotta admit, the cummerbund is nice. When's the last time you could wear a cummerbund, JR?
68, 69, we're on there.
Look out!
Nice move by Eddie Guerrero. Down in the ravishing red gown.
And Lita in the ravishing red hair.
Well, folks, we're being told that Trish Stratus has been taken to a nearby medical facility. We will attend over the kind of a big time uppercut forearm. That's right. And now tossing the challenger for her man's European title. S.A. Reels back in the ring.
And we've been told if Steve Austin has arrived yet or not.
Steve Austin has not arrived.
Are you getting a little concerned?
Well, I don't get it. He's always very punctual. I talked to Steve yesterday. He was so excited about tonight, and I know I don't know what's going on.
Where was he when you talked to him yesterday?
He was in Texas. Oh, just get ready to get to come here.
Oh, look at this!
Now special drop kick by S.A. Rios. And now looking for the cover. Guerrero just barely got a shoulder up that time.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall at that prom. That had to be something.
Eddie Guerrero trying to that was a jawbreaker in her hand. These white socks that Eddie's wearing are a little bit nerdy, aren't they?
All the fashion police.
Yeah. Suzuki Libra style takedown there by S.A. Rios. Eddie Guerrero too far in the ropes. He got folded up like an accordion there.
He was launched.
Eddie launched his right. Uh-oh, look out, Eddie. Suckering S.A. Rios in. We've got an arm drag right outside.
Right in front of us. And here comes Mamacita.
And another bit of forearm. And Lita keeping her distance from China. What's this? What's Eddie Guerrero flying here? And Eddie Guerrero back to live action. Well, they punch over the top, hip cross body.
They moved their entire table. Don't worry, JR, I'll move the heavy stuff here.
Thanks, King.
Four, get him in here.
Eddie Guerrero, he's in a pounding. He's so resilient.
Hey, you might want to move out of the way here. What's he going to do?
Says Eddie Guerrero. But Lita's up on top. And China. Oh, money, Lita face first. And then appropriating up the Spanish announce table. And then Eddie Guerrero backdrop. S.A. Rios doesn't want this thing to end by count out. S.A. Rios has got a pin or make Eddie Guerrero submit to win the European title. The lady in red, China, keeping a close watch on this heart of mine.
Keeping a close watch on Lita. She's lying right here at my feet. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah. What the hell?
Hang on.
King, you all right?
He almost got you. He almost bit the big one.
How about this? Springboard outside moonsault.
That was great.
Sounded fearless.
Fearless. Then Loco, Desperados.
Say with your accent.
Loco, Desperados.
Oh my God! Over the top rope. That's a Rios.
Nice job, Taylor.
What's this? One more. Right there. Faces down.
Almost got us. That's that Rios. He's not leaving anything behind, I'll tell you that.
Hey, I just located his elbow like we saw Eddie Guerrero do you.
Yeah, amazing athleticism. Not going to stick too much anywhere you look anymore. You need better high-flying maneuvers.
And Lita is still laid out right here in front of our table. Mama, look out.
was pretty self-explanatory. Eddie Guerrero, you're going to be able to put S.A. Rios away here. On up top, he got him superplex. Both men down from the superplex. There's a cover. Hey, we got a new dog. S.A. Rios got an arm over Eddie Guerrero, who is the European champion, but not a near ball there. There's a look of concern on the face of Mamacita. You got a right to be concerned. This is a high-flying war. Oh, brain buster. Eddie Guerrero, his version of brain buster. Beautiful maneuver by Guerrero. Here he goes. Now Guerrero's going to be down. He's adjusting that elbow pad. That elbow brace. Look out. Oh my God. The arm drag off the top. Why did he fly in? S.A. Rios with an arm drag off the top. And now the challenger. The European title. Oh, what are we going to see here? Moves up. Oh, got his feet up and drove them deep into the abdomen of S.A. Rios. They call it high risk. I think Eddie Guerrero learned that on that big test when he got his GED. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, baby! Airplane spin into the neck break. And a cover. And Eddie Guerrero has one. Mamacita. Great matchup. Well, this guy's about 10 minutes. Hey, that's a Rios, a drop kick. Down went Guerrero, down went China. Here's Lita. Lita, what are you doing? Lita skipping China. Lita skipping China of her evening gown. Oh, baby. Mamacita. We may experience some series of DMP. I don't think I've ever seen China look quite like this. What's more China I've ever seen? Uh-oh. Look at Eddie. He hadn't looked at her eyes yet. He's hiding. He's hiding. See, I'm not so sure China cares. Oh, baby. I guess the after party's going to be pretty cool. Well, he went to high school. I think he's fixing to go to high school. Oh, get some of it. He's over 6 feet tall, over 200 pounds. The best player in the world, and Eddie Guerrero lead here as winners for the S.A. Rios and Lita. Like it or not, Mamacita. Eddie Guerrero may be wearing the pants now, but well, King, you all right? Eddie, hot flashes. Hot tamale.
Well, Triple H, he seemed very confident, very relaxed. For a guy who's about to defend his World Wrestling Federation title against The Rock, who will have Stone Cold Steve Austin in his corner.
Why wouldn't I be confident? Ask you a question. You're an intelligent guy, right? You ever seen me in the ring? When I call myself the Game, everybody calls me the Game. It's not just some slogan, some cheap catchphrase. I am the Game because I am the World Wrestling Federation champion, and because, like my wife said earlier, I am that damn good. And tonight, one more time, just like I always do, I will prove to the world, and more importantly, I will prove once and for all to The Rock that I am that damn good.
Well, Mr. McMahon, your daughter Stephanie alluded to a surprise that you have tonight. What is that surprise?
Well, I guess thus far, most of us are a little concerned, I would think. Most of us are a little surprised that Stone Cold Steve Austin is not here tonight. I mean, good old JR has questioned where Stone Cold is. Normally, he's the very first person here. Where is Stone Cold Steve Austin? My sources tell me that Stone Cold may have encountered some transportation difficulties, and there's a possibility that Stone Cold won't even make it here at all tonight.
What?
Chris Benoit, tonight you defend the Intercontinental Championship against a man who has no problem telling me, telling you, telling the whole world that he should be the Intercontinental Champion, Chris Jericho.
Now, Chris Jericho has absolutely no problem telling the world just how good he is. Let's not forget who is the champion and who is the challenger, Michael. Chris Jericho likes to compare the crippler to a robot. Well, the difference between me and a robot is I have emotions that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy expressing my emotions all over Chris Jericho and all the Jerichoholics here at the MCI Center tonight. Chris Jericho, a little warning. Inside, you're looking at the happiest man on the earth right now, because I know exactly what I'm going to do to Chris Jericho. And believe me, I'm going to take a lot of pleasure in doing it.
That's a challenger. A standing ovation. Here the MCI Center, Chris Jericho. The man of talent, Chris Benoit. For the Intercontinental title. For what's this
Chris Jericho.
Welcome to DC.
And Chris Benoit, you seem awfully insulted that I refer to you as Mr. Lovato. But don't feel bad, because this town is full of expressionless, emotionless, deprogrammed drones. They're called politicians. Now, boy. So tonight, Senator Lovato, I'm gonna veto your Intercontinental Championship reign. And I'm gonna do what every Jerichoholic has always dreamed of doing. And that is beat the living hell out of a politician.
Well, I'll tell you, this could be an amazing matchup. Chris Benoit, the champion, over than the other side of the pillow. Should be a classic restaurant quality contest.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 229 pounds, he is the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, Chris Benoit.
Both these young men with their Western Canadian heritage. Benoit from Edmonton, Jericho from Winnipeg, both trained in the legendary Stu Hart's Dungeon in Calgary. Come on, Dale, give me a little bit of your best Canadian accent.
Trouble.
I have a hard time with English. Go on, hey, hey. Jericho, hey. Intercontinental title on the line here. Austin with transportation problems. I ain't buying that for 1 minute. Where is he then? I don't know. And that's what troubles me. I don't know where he is. Austin's not that kind of man. Remember what I said earlier there? You think maybe he just realized he didn't have the grapefruits for the job he took on tonight? Well, maybe something, but ain't that. And here we go. Power elbow tie up with Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho. Referee Tim White will have his hands full of this, and I'll tell you, these guys have got a great rivalry. They've had some magnificent matches. Well, that's before they came to the WWF in Mexico and in Japan. Look at this. I knew this was going to happen, JR. Last Thursday night, Chris Jericho was a guest on the WWF.com show, Fight This. And he said the only thing he knew about this match was that he and Benoit were going to beat the hell out of one another.
Headlock takeovers and takedowns.
You ever tune into Fight This? Yeah, I know. You big internet nerd? You speak geek?
I'm not probably as proficient as I should be.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this move here. Oh, come on the shoulders. And he countered. And Jericho able to roll off the shoulders. We're going to see a lot of these counters. Ow, ow.
Colin Truce already.
Trouble.
They were chopping some meat. Those two young Canadians.
What do you think you and I are just going to tear our shirts off and go at each other?
I don't think so. Oh. Beautiful drop toe takedown. Look at Jericho now, right hands in the face of the Intercontinental Champion, Chris Benoit. Great spotlight for these two outstanding young competitors. Jericho's been in the WWF now a little less than a year, but we're about 3 or 4 months. And the WWF for certainly better for the fact that these two men are here. You got to remember how beautiful cut of the back suplex.
Benoit, as Jericho likes to call him.
The tenacity of Benoit.
Remember that Benoit won this Intercontinental Championship by pinning Jericho at WrestleMania.
Not that Kurt Angle lost 2 titles and never lost a fall.
Yeah, that wasn't right.
That's Bob has had some stitches tonight from his first match of the night where he was hit the face of the bell by Christian. Elevation inside the ring, all the way to the floor.
Well, you must have a really big pipeline to the back.
Look out! Benoit looking for a tope, the headbutt between the second and third row. He did not find his mark.
He found the floor, though, mighty hard.
That is a career-shortening maneuver by Benoit. And referee Ken White's got him back in the ring. What's Jericho here?
He saw exactly what he's doing, what he's doing.
These two know each other very well. Let's be about it.
I get no sympathy from referee Tim White. He just goes, get in the ring.
Jericho, be careful there, Chris. You don't want to get disqualified. Don't count out. Benoit has a championship advantage here. Beautiful move there. The resourcefulness of Chris Benoit kicking the steps right to the legs, the lower abdomen, or specifically, I think now, of Chris Jericho.
Jericho thought he had killed that move when he leaped over the step, but came back to haunt him.
Benoit, the championship advantage simply means that Benoit must lose by pinfall or submission. The lose it. How smart Benoit is here. Great athleticism by Jericho. Very short from move game.
That'll stop you any day.
Both these men are be a part of WWF Insurrection in London.
Promise.
I can't wait to fly over London. It's one of the great airline food. See all those nice people.
That range.
That beautiful weather.
All the way from Memphis.
I came with, not really crazy about it, JR.
Oh, we're having a great time.
Oh, look at these guys.
Turn the first with Chris Jericho. And now Benoit will bring up the challenger for the Intercontinental title. Benoit does a trash talking and got slapping around for it. Look at Jericho fight back. Jericho looking for a drop kick.
Can't out trash talk Jericho. He's got to trash talk first. Jericho catapulted face first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, man, how do you do it? Got his skin left on the chest. Oh, boy. Jericho left hang out to dry by Chris Benoit. And while we're making his first appearance. Earl's Ford in London. You know old Earl, didn't you? Sure. Oh, snap suplex. People in Liechtenstein right now are sitting on the edge of their seats watching this. And loud press. Jericho had to really reach down, and I thought that Jericho had ill-timed that kick out. He got the shoulders up, and Benoit was a little bit puzzled. He thought more than we did that he had 3. There aren't too many better young competitors than these two guys we're seeing right here. Right hands exchange, deep and rights. Abdominal stretch. Where's Wilbur Snyder when you need him? Submission move by Chris Benoit. I'd have a heart attack if he gets up on an abdominal stretch. Benoit trying to cave those ribs in. Benoit stretched a lot of guys in his time. He's looking, oh, nice counter. Jericho able to free himself from the abdominal stretch. Man, what a reverse elbow. That may have been right there. A line soft. But Jericho, you heard his forearm or what? I think of Benoit got his knees or something up there. I think Jericho has hurt his right forearm there. Or maybe broken his wrist. Jericho's got to get up. He gets counted out. And wants to stay down. And no Jericho. Running, you got to cover. They don't let him. Want to. I mean, you got to give Benoit credit. He was just the smartest thing he could do is just ride out that count. Absolutely.
Messed it up. That's the wrong picture.
Self-explanatory.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get the right picture on one of my accounts. I am here, though. I just working on something.
Spinning heel kick by Jericho. But Benoit coming right out of the corner. Where are they pulling for in Canada in this match? That's a good question. I suspect it's a pretty mixed bag there. I'm going to have to keep track of it. You need a calculator. Down goes Benoit. And Jericho. They've got the cover. Look, it's hooked. Who count? Well, that was a close near fall. And Jericho seems to be building a little offensive advantage here. Look, another look at this move by Jericho. Down, baby. Uh-oh, look out. The cradles. Jericho looking for another one of those chops.
No, come back.
Jericho's blocking it. Jericho up against the abdomen. And this time it's Benoit. He's coming out to drive. Return the favor, Jericho did. Return the cinder. I love this move. Oh, nasty. Benoit was swatting Jericho's feet away. Almost as if Benoit knew that one was coming. Oh, we're going to see here. Oh. Jericho lunging at the top rope, leaving Benoit in a very precarious position. certainly got the upper hand right now. Oh man, this is no man's land here. Oh my God! Benoit countered in midair and threw his own body right down into Chris Jericho. I think Benoit intentionally set himself up for that. He suckered Jericho right into attempt that suplex off there, knowing he was going to counter. The cover, one arm, maybe enough. And it worked. That was an amazing counter. As you look again, watch this. I think Jericho suckered right into that counter by Benoit. Benoit turned his hips in midair, then drove his body right into the sternum of Chris Jericho. Oh, that's a gut wrench. But it's not. That's going to counter. Backslide coming up. But who's going to get it? A test of strength here. Stalemate in it. And that exchange. There we go. Powerbomb. Jericho. Can he? Will he? Yes. Powerbomb number 2. He spit though. He spit. And Jericho. He's got the cover. Jericho's got the cover. He's got the time. No, he doesn't. They're not going to grip the crossface. A grip the crossface. Could be over. He's going to have to take out there. There's excruciating. Look at Benoit's face. And his hands are locked. Look at the torque that Benoit is delivering to Jericho. Jericho can't last much longer. He's got to get to the ropes. He's almost there. Benoit, he's torquing back on the grip of crossface. He's there. Ropes. Jericho in the ropes. And I tell you, you gotta hit it to Jericho for hanging on with that damning Cooper crossface. How did he withstand that? And he's gonna go. He's gonna get it. Jericho desperately fighting out of it. Benoit like a pit bull. There you go. That's the counter to that. Look at this. Oh, look at it. What is it there? The modified military crowd. Call the walls of Jericho. Under the submission move. And they get his finger out. Benoit's face is down here. As Benoit let him tap out. And he's got right there. And a permanent title on the line. The walls of Jericho. Jericho. Oh, Benoit. Able to get it to the ropes. My goodness. How tough is Benoit? How tough is Chris Benoit? Benoit must be hanging around for an angle. He's got the intelligence. This match certainly had the intensity. Man, that was an awesome exchange for the Cooper crossface to the walls of Jericho. Oh, man. The referee got blasted. Yeah, boy, the referee got hit right in the face. Benoit going, and Benoit out here. This is championship belt. And he ain't going home either. Benoit's on the title belt.
Oh, he just hit Chris Jericho with the title belt.
Nailed Jericho in the face of the Intercontinental title belt. And that Benoit trying to revive the referee. This is it. This son of a gun is over. Oh, God, I can't believe it. And then it could be Benoit. Look at Benoit's face. Hit it again. Hey, Rick, that belt should be in the ring. Oh, awesome snap suplex on the Intercontinental title. Jericho's kidneys just bounced off the title belt. And that Benoit. Oh, watch this. And nobody there but canvas. What? Dr. Conical got on the deal. What's he saying?
Winner of the School Division and still World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, Chris Benoit.
The referee disqualified Jericho. That decision sucks. I want to see this one all night long. Jericho. I got the referees disqualifying Jericho for the inadvertent forearm to the face. Well, look at Benoit's nose. Like broken. They're all lucky to get out of here for the Intercontinental title. And they're all.
Jericho! That put the levels of Jericho on the referee! He'll be fined and suspended for this! Jericho watching out at Tim White for that controversial disqualification! Get him, Rick, hold on! Big Rod's gonna break the referee in half for that call! Jericho has snapped! Look at Jericho's face! This is very uncharacteristic of Chris Jericho! Let's see when you go back and see exactly what happened. I know the championship belt was in the ring. Look at this trajectory there. The referee saw that. That was a call. That was a good call. You're right. That should have been definitely disqualification. Jericho gives the belt on that headbutt from Chris Benoit. I think it would have been like that. We were wrong. At least I was wrong. And future was the referee made the right call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next, it's the match that we've been waiting a long time. The Rock will challenge Triple H for the WWF title. Will Stone Cold be here? Transportation problem. In any event, here's how this all started at WrestleMania. Big man's still bleeding. He's got the steel chair. He'll take out Triple H. Oh, wait. Wait. Big man, this Kurt Rock skull with a steel chair. Triple H is still a champion. What the hell is going on here? I can't believe what I've seen. Let me tell you, there is no chance in hell you will ever again be the World Wrestling Federation champion. And the probable is over. He's going to payback for WrestleMania. I think The Rock has just kissed his career goodbye. The Rock wants his WWF title shot. The Rock must win this match to earn a WWF title match with the game. The Rock, Rock bottom, Rock hard. The Rock bottom, yeah! Has done it. The Rock has done it. The Rock is his title match, yeah! Triple H has done it. On the breast nuts, Triple H has gone to the Rock logo from ear to ear. Rock, I am your worst nightmare. The Rock won the match. He's losing the war to the McMahon family, led by the game. Hunter, when you face The Rock for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, my father, Ben, is going to be in your corner. My son Shane will be the special guest referee.
I think The Rock is outnumbered. I have decided to put someone in his corner. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Steve Austin will be in The Rock's corner. Backlash. Austin doesn't have the great boots to show up here tonight. The Rock says he's made a promise to walk out of Backlash. The WWF champion, The Rock also guarantees that Austin is here tonight. If he shows me, I believe Austin's here. Where is he? I'm sick and tired of all these games. Where are your guns, Austin? Come on! Come on, bring it, Austin! Come on!
The Rock promised that Stone Cold was going to be here tonight.
It's Stone Cold! Where is he? There seems to be some concern over whose side Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be on in Backlash. I'm going to be on the side I've always been on, and that's mine. It's a crane! Austin's in a crane! What you gotta do? You believe that? It's the moment that the X Express! Austin 316 says, I just stretched your foot! That's exactly what's going to happen. Anybody that tries to mess with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Backlash, they never step out of line, because Stone Cold said so. DTA. Don't trust anybody, Rock.
Rock WWF title is on the line tonight, but are you concerned? The man who was supposed to be in your corner, Stone Cold Steve Austin, is nowhere to be found here in the MCI Center.
Well, The Rock says this about Austin. Stone Cold could be in D.C. Stone Cold could be in Texas. Stone Cold could be 2 minutes away from the building. The Rock doesn't know. But what The Rock does know, what The Rock can count on, what you can count on, what everybody
that tonight at Backlash, The Rock is walking out WWF champion. Triple H, The Rock says this: it doesn't matter who he has to go through, how many McMahons he has to go through. He will go through them. He will go through you. The Rock is making history, and The Rock is making history now. You smell what The Rock is cooking.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
I don't have a good feeling about this game. Well, you know, I'm just thinking back. We heard Stone Cold say he's not for The Rock. He's not for The Rock. He's for himself, JR.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your special guest referee, Shane.
It's not like Stone Cold enough to be here. He's always early. I mean, Austin couldn't wait. He just started $250,000 plus. Thursday night on SmackDown. He said the key word. We're going to stop him by saying he is ready. Oh, yeah, he's going to make a good Carson my ass. You know, that one car, $250,000, everything has a price. Even people. Who's got more money than anybody that you know, JR? Vince McMahon. Right. He's supposed. Well, some sort of arrangement has been made between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. Money guys I'm talking about. Okay, I don't even think that. He is the game. The top man in the business today is Triple H because he is the World Wrestling Federation champion. His wife, Stephanie McMahon, is obviously the women's champion. Look at the game face of Triple H. And yes, he will have the evil, the sick man in his corner. Look at that. Look at that. I've never seen him like this, JR. And I've seen him in some moves. I've seen him ready for matches. I've seen him pop to the hill, but I've never seen him look like this. I guarantee you, at least I don't think this is going to be one of those 5 minutes that Lennox Lewis, Michael Brett, pay-per-view boxing across the east. No, I don't think so. I think World Rock. I think Rock is for a long, long night here at Backlash. I just ain't buying it. Stone Cold has had transportation problems. So what do you think he's somewhere hiding or locked away or something? I don't know. Hey, maybe The Rock could get Janet Reno. We're watching. Maybe get Janet Reno to have our own stormtroopers go in front of them and yank Stone Cold out wherever he's hiding. I don't think Janet Reno does come here himself. What? This man's got a determined look on his face. Triple H knows he's in the fight of his life. If you ask me, this man's got a confident look on his face, like he knows something we don't know. Well, of course, that's always the case. Kevin and Lillian Garcia. They get out of there, Lillian, and you get fired. A bully sometimes. Evil genius, some say he's a devil himself. Be quiet. Hey, Mr. McMahon's gonna speak.
Those of you who weren't
Please show the respect.
if you look closely in the program that many of you purchased, you'll read the fine print on the inside. And on the inside of this program, it says, card subject to change.
Oh, boy. Did I say that?
Therefore, I regret to inform you that Stone Cold Steve Austin will not be here tonight.
How does he know that? I don't know, but that sounded pretty official to me. Now, how will he know that? That's it. That's the announcement.
Austin's having nobody else that's. I don't understand that. How would he know that, King? Well, it's a copy of the program. I know what the program says. I know Stone Cold. Here it is, right here, somebody scheduled talent that don't even go appear. Here, circumstances beyond the control of the promoter. The promoter reserves the right to make circumstances. Over 19,000 on their feet as the challenger for the WWE title. A victory tonight makes his way to the ring. He can't just win a victory when he thought Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be in the corner. The playing field has changed. Just how has. But Vince McMahon in his son-in-law's corner. But brother-in-law Shane McMahon as the referee. Oh, look at this. If it wasn't bad enough, finding Triple H is bad enough. Triple H is as good as I have ever seen. He may be as good as any WWE champion that we have ever had. But when you stack the deck, with Danny Dearest on the outside, with a silver spoon chain as the referee, well, this stinks. Don't call it silver spoon chain. He's already taken charge. It feels good. I mean, that feels good. Why don't you just jump up and kiss Vince's ass? He's right in front of us. Oh, there he is. What is wrong with you? Be objective. Well, what if you are paranoid, you're nasty, you're this, you're how do you be objective? Oklahoma. How can you be objective? Look what the Rock is faced with. Read this program once again. Circumstances beyond the control. An act of God or something that Stone Cold right here. Is Frank Chris worth picking up? Of course. Everybody knows what kind of man Stone Cold is. He won't sell out to Vince McMahon. He won't take some payoff not to be here. I don't know. What's it? Everybody here just smells something wrong. No refunds either. Here we go. The Rock, Triple H for the WWE title. For the last Stone Cold. This one's getting underway, and it should be a dandy. Hard right hand by the game. The man that retired, Mick Foley. The man that has ruled the wrestling world. The WWF World Supreme. And the Rock is fighting back. This is going to be a war problem. Oh, down goes Helmsley. Smack down goes the game. The Rock winning the smackdown. Oh, Triple H reverse elbow. Oh, back to Steve Allen. I think that The Rock can actually, due to circumstances beyond his control, he can back out of his damn team. Oh, look out. Oh, Triple H going to Calgary. The Rock coming for the back body drop. I think The Rock can still save face here. Since Stone Cold is not here, The Rock doesn't have to guarantee that he'll win the title. And The Rock's not that kind of man. Put his hands on somebody. Shane McMahon had no business. Up to together. Stay on the count. You got to show the proper respect to the authorities. Now, probably a fast count. Shane McMahon. Lovely Stephanie talked about the memory she had of that beautiful husband. Her Triple H in the back of that bus. Countering to the suplex. Triple H. There used to be a bumper sticker on the back that when the bus is rocking, don't come knocking. Oh, look at it. Walking over. And The Rock's spine was cracked into a table here. We're in trouble here, JR. Rock, who had several stitches in his face, thanks to Triple H and brass knucks not that long ago. Look out. And The Rock this time, face first again on the announce table. Hey, is that legal? Why? That's not legal.
Charge him on, boy. Take charge my ass. Come on, rock it up. Shane McMahon, after his daddy, posted the Rock.
If they are, you cannot claim that that was a fast count. It was not.
It wasn't a fast count. It shouldn't have mattered. After Triple H's father-in-law ran Rock into the ring post. That's it. Triple H's brother-in-law conveniently did not see. Fighting for his life here.
Shane is just standing back watching these two great athletes go at each other.
Oh, right to the sternum. There's a count. That was a pretty quick count there.
Please stop running, JR. That's all you're concerned about.
Count. Right hand.
Never seen anybody as paranoid as you are.
I'm not paranoid. I'm calling it like it is. What do you do?
You just said everyone's out to get you.
I didn't what? Oh. Wow, suplex. Beautiful suplex by the game. Taking down the challenger for the WWF title. Triple H is full of confidence that he should be. It's a man. That's it. That's a tremendous knee drop. Then a cover. And another cover. And a cover count. And a Rock picking out. There's 3 near falls. And the count seemingly to me got quicker every time.
And look at Vince. He's showing no favors. He's getting on Shane.
Yeah.
Tell the referee, do your job.
He wants to count faster.
That's what it is.
Vince McMahon screwed the Rock out of the WWF title at WrestleMania. Now he looks at full. They're screwed once again here at Backlah. Leaves.
More negativity.
Uh-oh. Snake got five. By the game. The game is good enough. He doesn't need to have everybody in the world cheat for him. He's good enough. Trying to say. Look at that face.
How can you refer to him as the devil himself?
I didn't. I said some people refer to Mr. McMahon as the devil himself.
Now we're even, you're so nitpicking, you're even criticizing the man's face. I mean, he can't help what he looks like. That's his face.
Triple H reverse chin up on the Rock. The Rock grounded. The WWF title on the line here. And again, I don't know what has happened to Stone Cold. There's a lot of internet speculation all week that Stone Cold is going to show up in Backlash and screw the Rock.
Well, I read that. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. And I'm not surprised that he's not here. Don't trust anybody. DTA.
One more time of it. One more time of it.
It's about the way.
Wait a minute.
What? You can't call what you can't see. I heard you say that 10 times tonight.
Rock trying to fight his way in a position just to get some air.
You didn't get down the throw with any of the other officials tonight when they didn't see what was going on.
I'm just partial. I'm just biased. No, I'm just paranoid. But I'm not a corporate ass kisser like you are.
Oh boy, you're a potty mouth though.
Well, it's not going to matter. This is almost over anyway.
Yeah, when it's over,
you'll be happy.
When it's over, wait till Vince sees this face. Oh boy.
Rock, trying to hang on here. And Triple H cranking up the pressure. For the Rock back up to vertical base. Fighting back. Rock knows this now or never. He gets up damn good at Triple H. That's a cover. And it is out there, Paul.
Shane, all you had to do was just.
Daddy said, I want you to count faster.
He just said, I want three.
You have selective hearing.
He wants 3
in your later years. You only hear what you want to hear. Triple H again. Just measuring the Rock. Come on. I don't think I've ever seen Triple H so easy.
I told you that earlier.
This is night. Hard right hands on the challenger. Triple H may be a little more confident there. The grip straight south by the Rock. The Rock has put himself through time. Much to the dismay of Mr. McMahon. Looking concerned on her sweet little face. Poor little rich girl. You begrudge people that work hard and make money? No, sure don't. I sure don't. Rock, come on, Rock. You gotta get yourself back in it. All right, the right hands. Yeah. And what a collision that was. I'm saying, I don't think you know what to do now. Well, the shake of these, let's count. The count out. Brother-in-law keeps the title. Rock's shoulders are on the man. Look, Shane, not counting. Shane's trying to help him. He's trying. Why is he patting Triple H in the leg? Affection? Watch this double play guy. Both of these great athletes had the same idea at the same time. Rock pulling himself back up. We're down. Gallows and Seven. And what a minute. This stands. Vince hit the Rock. What have you done? And he's not trying to screw the Rock again. Well, you know what? You're going. See, that would have never happened. Where is he? Damn it, what did he? Triple H is all he's got to do is cover the Rock, and this sucker that's over. As I'm saying, he's very busy here. Yeah. The bottom line is that McMahon still hit the Rock with a WWE title belt. On the bottom line is Shane didn't see it. The Rock not really knows where he is, but no guts and instinct here. The game as deadly, as lethal as anybody. Hands, a smackdown, looking on the game. Oh, yeah. When you take that look, what a close line, by the Rock. Vince don't want to get up there now. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. He was shot on the top rope, and the game is hurt. It's hurt. The game holding his arm. He may have torn his elbow there. Look out. Oh, man. My God, the Rock almost beheaded the WWE champion with a thunderous clothesline. Get him in the ring. No, not over here in the ring. Look out. Triple H's shoulder. I heard a snap. Right on his shoulder. I think I heard Triple H's shoulder. Crackle our table. Well, go ahead. Why don't you be happy about it? He's sadistic. Oh, you're negative now. No, are you paranoid? What about you? You heard Triple H's shoulder snap. And you're glad. Triple H's a counter, a face buster. Triple H's shoulder, his left shoulder, maybe dislocated or cracked. That should be all. That is all. Carry. Why isn't he carrying? Carry. Different carry. Shane, be careful. That's not Rock. The Rock should have won the match right there. Shane! The Rock just nailed the referee. Shane! And the game just nailed the Rock. Oh my God. For the love of God, the Rock had the match won with a DDT. Yeah, but you can't win a match if you knock the referee out. And now the Rock's shoulder may be cracked. Triple H he is writhing in pain. It's the WWE champion with an injured left shoulder. Oh, look out. Something bad's about to happen down the line. Shane, what? Oh, the referee just helped move the monitor. No, he's got some. That's objective. He's protecting the Rock. He's helping the Rock. I can't believe this is pathetic. This is nothing but a team effort to make sure the Rock doesn't become the champion. Team effort there. Shane not doing anything. That's my point. He ain't doing anything. He didn't tell the game shoulders down. When the Rock's moving DDT. This is bad. This is bad. Where you get out of the way? The Rock is helpless. The Rock can't let his up here. It's going to be a partner. Oh, no. Little team shot there. You got it there. It was real team. Shane. No. It's so much Mr. McMahon. So much. Shane, the referee, Shane McMahon, I think took the one of it. Shane's body, along with Triple H, going through the table, all over the concrete. Look at it again there. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Picked up Shane and Shane on the bottom, hit the concrete, and then Triple H turned on Shane. The Rock trying to get up somehow, some way. The Rock is getting up. Triple H is moving. Shane is not. Rock, you got the referee. You knocked out the referee. Shane McMahon is hurt. The Rock.
I'm a soup.
Oh, what's Vince doing? There's Vince. When you referee Mr. McMahon from behind. A little McMahon talking to Rock. He got those big breakthroughs already. Mr. Big breakthroughs. Oh my God. It's time for the tested breakthrough. This is the Michaels right now. And there's a low blow by the game. A low blow by the game. Now they were just getting even for the one right. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. A tackler. It's over, but we got no referee. Shane is acting like a lion right here. Vince is looking around him. Triple H scored for the pedigree, but Shane is down. McMahon is waiting for somebody. He wants another rep. That's what it's over. What's McMahon doing? Look at that beat. I hope it's not. Here we go. Oh, look at this. The party must be over. Patterson's here with Briscoe. What? This is not right. Yes! A Rock kicked out! I can't believe it! Come on! What are they doing? Harrison and Briscoe stopping the Rock! My God, this is assault! This is a monkey! This is not right! I can't believe what I'm seeing! The Rock is being crucified here by Triple H! Patterson and Briscoe holding the headless Rock! Triple H is going to put the Rock out. Good. Look at Vince. Vince wants the front row seats. Or is he going to put the icing on the cake? One of the two. You call this fair, kid? You call this fair? I can't really call this.
Watch him hit Triple H. Watch him hit Triple H. I'll laugh.
Well, this is over. This is just what the McMahon-Helton regime wanted. What's bigger than a breakthrough? Like a cantaloupe or something. Look at McMahon. I want you to count the three. The Rock can't even get up.
Uh-oh.
shirt off.
Holy crap. The people's elbow. Damn. If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Let's go on down here. Wait a minute. Ironic step offering on Rock. A cold one. And also just, he just I got to the WWF title. The Rock's just toasted. WWF title. Stone Cold for one more moment at the Rock. And with the help of the rattlesnake, somehow, somebody, the Rock has become the WWF champion in a war with a McMahon Health League team. Unbelievable! The Rock on top of the
Well, guys, if you like what you see, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn that notification bell on. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.